Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hello.
I haven't heard from the other two. So we'll give them a minute and then we can start ours at least.
Okay.
This week was a little easier, I think.
Yeah, definitely than last week. What did you guys do on the quiz from last week?
Was that week two?
It's like the review from last week. Like it's all of
Yeah.
the group's quiz questions they put together. One of them.
Yeah, was that the second one that we did or the first one that we did? Because was that week 2 or 3? That's all. I just couldn't remember.
Week 3. We just did week 3.
Okay, yeah. So I took it once, but I haven't taken it again. So I still have a couple questions wrong, but.
Yeah, I had to take it all 3 times to try and get them right. And some of them were so confusing. Like, I thought ours would be the worst one. Ours was one of the easier ones.
Yeah, I know. Some of them were worded really weird. I ended up getting a 9 out of 10 on it after even the third attempt, and it was like
I think it was 9.
There was one of them that I was like, I could not get the answer. I was like, there's no.
I know.
I had my book out. I was trying to go through and figure it out, and I was like, there's nothing. Like, I don't understand what the answer is supposed to be on this.
Same here. Okay, well, I have to go as soon as we're done, so let's get started, and they can jump on when they get here. So I'll read my example. So let me pull up. Okay, so group 7 was give an example of when an advertisement is an offer. And I put an, let's see, a radio station airs an advertisement for Nike that says the first 10 customers in line at the Nike in Salt Lake will receive 1 free pair of shoes of their choice. So I said that was an example because it's a specific group, like people. It's the first 10, and it was a specific store and an item. So that was mine.
Sweet.
Who's up?
All right, I can go. So I used a work example. I said, this month at Indian Motorcycle, sales are slow. The sales manager authorizes his salesman to send out an email stating that all 2016 bikes are $500 off with financing as low as 1.99%. This example shows that the $500 is an offer, while the 1.99% is not because it's ambiguous, stating as low as 1.99%.
Oh, that's good.
So it kind of gives the contrast, yeah.
No, that's good. It definitely shows the difference between. Allison?
Okay, so mine says Office Supplies Incorporated is having a one-day back-to-school special at their store on August 3rd. They put out an advertisement that says that the 100th customer in each store on that day will receive a $50 instant card.
Good.
Pretty simple. But.
Yep. Okay. Does somebody want to pull up that worksheet? And I guess we can start on that.
Yes. Let me get into it real quick.
Okay. Maybe they'll jump on while we're starting.
I should really save that for use next time.
Yeah, I always keep saying I need to every week. I'm like, I better save that for my week to fill out the thing, and then.
I
know. I have it somewhere in my downloads. Maybe not.
Here we go.
I'm going to text them and see if the other two are jumping on. Payton.
For a second, I was like, who's texting me? And then I was like, oh, wait a second.
Me.
See, I thought I told all my friends that I was going to be on a group chat and that I couldn't talk for an hour. But no, I don't know.
Chat, whenever I type in AL, it always goes to your other one. And so I'm like, for the love, I know I had that email. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the other one just
Like everybody else's, I hit the first letter and it defaults and like fills in, but not
Yeah.
yours. Like it will not remember that one for some reason.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Oh, look who joined.
Look who it is.
Sorry, I was at the gym and I wasn't watching the clock.
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I really just got done with a bag of Doritos and a movie. And that makes me feel better about myself.
Okay, well, tell us your example while Jacob's pulling up the worksheet.
Alrighty, let me.
Well, I guess we can do ours really fast because they are fast. So mine was essentially a radio advertisement that said the first 10 people in line at the Nike store in Salt Lake receive a free pair of shoes of their choice. So it's a specific individuals, the first 10, specific store, specific item.
Okay. I think we got it pretty easy on this week, which is
I
great.
know.
'Cause last week was
You probably heard all of our complaining in our video last week.
True.
No kidding. Threw us a bone this week. This one was great. But
Okay, I can read mine. So it was just saying Office Supplies Incorporated having a one-day back-to-school special at their store on August 3rd. They put out an advertisement that says the 100th customer in each store on that day will receive a $50 in-store gift card.
alrighty, I'm pulling mine up real quick. So mine, so mine was basically it said like the first person to Dave's Taco Shack on the 12th gets a free meal. it was pretty simple, but I didn't think it had to be much more complicated than that. So I think we all kind of did the same thing, like some sort of deal to bring in retail customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob had
Like the thing that oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, it was nice that they had like that one example like in the text because
I
then we could just pretty much do the same exact thing just with different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. Last week was hard.
I was trying to think of something kind of more creative, like but the thing is, it's like all of a sudden you open up a whole nother can of worms when you're like the first 5 people with blonde hair, or the first,
Yeah.
you know, the first person with an afro, or the first Hispanic person to get here. You know, all of a sudden you're opening up a new can of worms. So it's pretty much just like first person here.
Yeah.
Discrimination. I don't know. So I was just like, this was
Yeah.
easy. First guy to the taco shack gets a taco.
Yeah, I did the 100th person because when you do the first, then everybody camps out overnight and big old thing. Just make it
Sure.
simple.
All right, so I've got the template up. Here, I guess I'll read. I didn't read you my example page, and I'll read it. So this month at Indian Motorcycle, sales are slow. The sales manager authorizes his salesman to send out an email stating that all 2016 bikes are $500 off, with financing as low as 1.99%. This example shows that the $500 is an offer, while the 1.99% is not, because it's ambiguous, stating as low as 1.99%.
Okay.
Kind of gives a contrasting example.
Had a little more depth too, and I like that. So isn't
Okay, so what do we
an
want?
offer isn't necessarily contractual, is that correct? Right, so you can put an offer out, but like all the examples we gave are offers that are basically could be contracts. Like you're saying, if you do this, this is the reward. Like if you're the first person there, this is your reward. But an offer doesn't necessarily have to be a contract, or is that just advertising if it's not an offer?
No, you're right. If it's like vague, like deals or sales, then you can't like hold them to it. But if you are the 100th person to get to that store and they don't give you whatever they promised, you could technically sue them and you'd win.
Yeah.
So my question is, like on the Indian motorcycle one, where it's like where it's all people's coming in within like a day get $500 off.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a deal? Like, is that an offer that can be like a legally binding contract if someone comes in and they're like, I'm supposed to get $500 off? Or is that just like an ad? Because we're talking about like some things are just an advertisement or a starting place for a
In
bargaining.
that case where it's the specific bikes, anybody coming in and buying that year of bike during that time period should get one. And if they don't, it could raise an issue. But they don't have to get the 1.9. That still depends on other factors. But they'll at least
Gotcha.
get the bike for $500 off. Which is why
Gotcha.
advertising people have to be careful, because if you are too specific and somebody calls you on it, you might be giving away a lot more than you thought you were advertising for. So they kind of leave it vague.
It's funny. I actually use this in work today. I work in retail, like they sell motorcycle parts or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And somebody like fired in and they were like trying to make like this crazy negotiation on some sleds, on some new snowmobiles. And one kid was like, I should just play along and pretend like, yeah, maybe we can do that. And then be like, actually, I can't do that. I was like, no. Don't type it out. It's legally binding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference between saying, I mean, they definitely, because I mean, I'm on the sales side too, and they definitely are very careful about saying like what I can tell a customer and what I can't, as far as saying, you know, if someone says, I want this and this and this, and I say, instead of saying, cool, I'll get that for you, saying, if I can get that for you, will you buy today? Because I'll go talk to my boss about that. But if I can get it, will you buy today? And they're like, yeah, cool, yeah. And so I'm like, okay, sweet, I'll go talk to them. Instead of saying, oh, yeah, I'll get you that. Will you buy today? And then having them come in from Oregon or something and punch me in the head.
Yeah. Or
Right.
lead off with like, let me see what I can do or something like that. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. What do we have on the worksheet?
All right, so we need to pick an example. So what do we want our example to be?
I liked your example because then it's got both, and that would make our question easy because then we can, like, instead of giving the explanation, we could say, you know, which one of these two statements that they said is, you know, an offer and which one's not, or something like that.
No, she's got a good point. That's fine with me.
Perfect. Easy enough for me. I can copy and paste it.
That's why we made you do this worksheet.
Heck yeah. All right, so an explanation of
Guys
that.
out. Did you guys read the group text?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
That
sad.
sucks.
Bummer.
I thought about doing that, and then I did.
Why?
I decided that I didn't want to do it while taking other classes too, so.
I'll take him out of our group. Bye.
We'll have to make
Alright.
another group text.
Yeah.
I think you can remove people from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I'm
True.
taking it off.
I don't use group chats that often.
But well,
Okay, so yeah, so with the
Four.
example, you can just go up to the part where they end what they said in the advertisement. That should be good.
So now it's just Allison, Hayden, Jacob.
Okay, so here's what I put for the explanation of our example, and tell me what you guys think. This is an example of what would be an offer and what would be an advertisement. The as low as 1.99% is not an offer because it's ambiguous, where the 500 off has clearly defined parameters and would be an offer.
I agree.
Anything you guys want me to add to that?
What was the first part? The one is just an advertisement versus one's an offer? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I said this is an example of what would be an offer and what would be an or I guess as opposed to what would be just an advertisement.
Okay, that's good.
I'd throw in like a specification, like the $500 off is an offer, the as low as 1.99 is an advertisement. Maybe just specify in case he uses it as like a quiz question. Well,
Say again.
I think it's good. I was just gonna say maybe specify like which one is the offer and which one is the advertisement, just for the description part. And
Yeah, so for the second sentence there, so it says, this is an example of what would be an offer as opposed to what would be just an advertisement. The as low as 1.99 is not an offer because it's ambiguous, where the 500 off has clearly defined parameters and would be an offer.
I think that's perfect.
Okay.
So I guess for the example, I better take that last line off then, because this is going to be the quiz question, right? So
Yeah.
we don't want it to say this example shows that the 500 is an offer. So for the quiz question, what do we want the actual question to be? Like,
So we
I
can
guess we
ask
could just make it simple and
which part of the example is the offer.
Which part is an offer that could be contractually binding? And then for like the answers, you could put the 500 off, the 199. The other answer could be they're both contractually binding offers, and the other answer could be neither of them are because they're both too vague or something
He
like
always
that.
takes out one of our answers that we come up with and puts none. Have you noticed?
so maybe we should just do that.
No, I think he just doesn't like one of our answers, so he just takes it off and puts none. I'm like, okay. Took us a long time to
Jeez.
come up with that crappy wrong answer,
Uh-huh.
especially last week.
Last week was
So for the correct answer, should we say something along the lines of the 500?
The $500 off because it's a specific amount.
It has clearly defined parameters in
Yeah,
order to
do that
get.
because then that encompasses the bike year, the time frame, and the amount off.
Okay. So for the answers, I'm going to keep them a little bit more ambiguous, and then in the feedback, I can put the reasoning. So I'll say for like the correct answer, the 500 off would be the offer, and then in the feedback, I'll say the 500 off is the offer because.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That'll make it a little more challenging and also fit better on a test.
Yeah.
I've had a cough for like 2 months.
That's really sad.
I'm
should stop
40% sure that
smoking.
I'm dying.
Yeah, I had a cold last week. That's why I wasn't talking too much because a lot of background noise. And now my
So
sister
for the
has
wrong, for wrong answer 1, do we want it just to be 1.99 as the offer, and then we can kind of just go through and just offer the alternatives, right? So
Yeah.
So wrong answer 1, the 1.99 is, and I'll say this is false.
Yeah, I do 199 is. And third answer, I do that they're both offers that are
Yeah.
binding, and the other one be like neither are offers, they're both too vague, something like that.
Okay.
Jacob, I like your haircut and your mustache. You remind me of like literally my favorite actor. Have you ever seen? I mean, obviously a much less like exaggerated version of my favorite actor. I don't know. Have you ever seen Land of the Lost?
That's it. We gotta Google it.
He plays.
I'm looking this up right now.
Land of the Lost character with mustache.
Let me find his exact name. I wanted to say it was Rico, but it's Danny McBride. He plays Will in the movie. Search Land of the Lost Will. I think you're much better looking and less creepy than he is, but just like he has like this really like awesome mustache and funny sense of humor and kind of like curly hair. I don't know why. He's like literally my favorite actor of all time. But your voices kind of sound alike.
Yeah. he's in Hot
Yeah.
Rod.
Yeah.
Oh
like him.
yeah. Okay.
It's so funny.
Side note.
Oh, he's Rico in Hot Rod. That's where I was getting
Yeah.
off.
I'm going to digress a little bit, but my mustache actually got me my job here in Boise. I went in to interview at the Indian motorcycle dealership, and I had my hair all like gelled and slicked back. and I guess I looked just like the president of Indian Motorcycles with it, and they all freaked out. And they told me, they were like, yeah, the reason, like, normally they're like, yeah, we weren't even like we wouldn't accept walk-ins. You had to apply online, but because I walked in, I didn't know they were even hiring. And I was like, hey, I want to work here. And they're like, you look just like the president. And that was like the reason they gave me a call back to interview me.
That's awesome.
So they could
Yeah.
see the mustache again.
Yep.
Have you seen that Gillette commercial where the guy like walks in and he's interviewing for a job and he notices like all the presidents of the company are bald, and so he hurries and shaves his head in the bathroom?
Yeah.
That's what I think of. You just like, walk in, you're like, oh my gosh, the president.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah. If you want to look, his name's Steve Manetto.
Steve Manetto. Indian bikes are sweet, man.
They're awesome. They're pretty fun.
Wait, can you say his name again?
Steve Manetto.
Steve Manetto.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
my gosh.
So
It's uncanny.
the rep for Indian, he always comes through and he calls me Mini Manetto, and they said that they're going to try to get the president to come out and visit our store so that he can meet me.
So Indian's owned by Polaris, right?
Yep.
That's cool.
It's definitely nice to have the backing of a big company like that.
For sure.
Okay, so for both questions, so I wrote, so for wrong answer number 2, I wrote neither is an offer, and for wrong answer number 3, I've got both are offers.
Okay.
And so our feedback on those would be number 2, neither is an offer. This is wrong. I guess that's kind of hard. This is wrong because the $500 is an offer.
Well, just explain it. Like, this is incorrect because the $500 off is an offer because it's specific to a bike, a year, and a time frame. Whatever the parameters are, explain it with that.
Yeah, and then maybe just add that like the other one is not because it's not specific enough that it's really vague or something.
Yeah.
For
Like
the
a
last
recap of
one,
the-
we could do
What they said.
like the 1.9% is only an offer if the $500 is an offer, and then confuse them.
Okay, so for final question, the 1.99% is only an offer if the 500 is an offer.
Because you might think that because it tells you like what your interest rate would be.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'm like taking our question and I'm like, oh, what did we actually put as the right answer?
The arbitration mediation one.
I'm like, wouldn't that be sad if I got my own question wrong? Like, do I even pay attention?
I know this last one. I was like,
Promise I
where's
do.
the railroad question? I'm answering that.
failed the class. You just get an email like, hey, Allison, look, it's not going to work out this semester.
Yeah. That'd be a good summary of my life, pretty much.
You can just wear a t-shirt that just says, hey, Allison, look, ...
Okay, perfect. All right, we got them all in there. I just need the link for the recording. We've got the example in, the explanation of the example, the quiz question. So we got what part of the example is an offer? Correct answer. The 500 would be the offer. The 500 off is the answer because it has clearly defined stipulations. And then wrong answer 1, the 1.99 is the offer. Wrong answer 2, neither is an offer. And wrong answer 3, the 1.99% is only an offer if the $500 is an offer.
Okay.
Perfect. Did we get my name on there, and that we should probably take that one guy's name off?
Yeah, take
Yeah,
time.
Make sure that his name isn't on there.
Yep, I've got everybody on here.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And then there were 4.
Mm-hmm.
Were we
So-
that scary?
Should we like
talk that
talk for
much.
another? Should we like talk for another 26 minutes, or how does this work?
Yeah, I mean,
I think
Last week was good because it was pretty like challenging. Like we used like the entire hour.
oh yeah.
I think tonight's okay. We had a short question. I'm sure the other groups couldn't talk about what's the definition
I
of.
wonder, let me look real quick on the on the Google Plus page and see if anyone else's is less than an hour.
Because last week, the ones that had the easy questions, there's no way they could have gone forever.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be underachievers or overachievers. You just kind of want to slide right in there. Be kind of like a low key A student. You lead the class. You put a target
yeah.
on your back.
That
You want
one's
to roll right into
25
like
minutes.
second place.
This one's 14 minutes. That video doesn't work. And this one is 17 minutes. And this one's 20 minutes.
So one was only 17 minutes.
Yeah. There's one that's only
One was
15.
4.
Yeah, 14.
So
15.
dang, we've got the target on our back. We're the overachievers. Let's hurry and cut this video while we can.
Okay, I'll send you the link to the video and then just
Okay.
paste it in the document, submit it, and then paste it in the group thing.
Sweet.
And then we're good.
All right.
All right, pray for a short one next week too.
Have a good week.
Bye.
See you guys.
Yeah.